Alrighty, everybody, what is up? I am back with another day of Spyro grinding, and I hope you guys are excited. Today is April 3rd, 2025, and it is the, I think, second or third day back on my second week, second hunch of my grind here, second hump. You guys know a thing or two about humping, right? I'm on my second hump of this grind here, week 2, day 2. And yesterday was a big day because I got my first ever near world record pace out of Dreamweavers, which is a big deal in this category. Being able to get a run near or ahead of world record, going into the difficult trick at the end, rat proxy, is pretty cool. But you know who else has been doing that as well is Lumi Laura. You guys know Laura. She's been actually grinding this category quite a bit and also putting down near world record Dreamweavers is. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Dude, maybe Laura will beat record, honestly, if she gets on like a crazy heater run before I do, even. So it's kind of a cool little race right now in that way. Let's head over to Dry Canyon and do all the Peacekeepers tricks to get warmed up here, do the ILs with them and everything. That stands for individual level, because I know the YouTube chat likes to ask, what is up, Carlos Nosita, Fonier, or pardon me, Ione, Defect Electron, Happy Masks, and in the YouTube chat, Logan, Megan, Chief, Toys, Alcatraz, and Pablo. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to add a little command here to the YouTube chat as well. Hopefully that works. Welcome, everybody. What's up, JD? Hope I have a good day in stream. Thank you. And there's all my YouTube chatters. I'm also going to copy over one more Twitch command about my splits. I have to like manually copy over all of my commands. Let's see if this is big enough or not too big. Minus 24. Need to remove 4 more characters. Hold on. Hold on, I got this. Because YouTube has a character limit. Give me a sec. Welcome, everybody. You guys are doing good. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Oh shit, that command doesn't exist. 1 second. Almost there. We almost did it. Hi everybody, I hope everyone's having a good day today. Should be good with that. Sweet. Chilling, just doing bot things. Just playing with robots, sex robots in the YouTube chat. You guys like those, right? Let's go ahead and actually do this level. We're going to do this level, Clifftown, and the home world, and then look at other stuff. Get warmed up here. Try that one more time. What's up, Kirkina? What's up, HDL? Oh, and before I get into it, let me, of course, change Spyro's color. Any color requests here? I'm feeling gray. I never go gray. I'm gonna go gray. Gray and light pink. Any other colors? Pastel? I'll look at pastel. And black sparks. Yo, dude. This goes hard. I'm sorry. This is like in Kingdom Hearts when you go to like the Mickey Mouse world. Oh shit, this goes so hard. Alright, we're doing this. What's going on, everybody? I'll read chat here in just a sec. Ludar with the first sub of the day, or pardon me, Volence with the first sub of the day, and Ludar as well. Let me scroll down and check on some of these. Yeah, we're good. Thank you, Volence and Ludar. Splatoon Spyro, I'll read chat now. Your house is still here, that's good. Glad to hear that. Megan was in like a pretty bad storm last night, I think. Apparently there's more coming. So yeah, hope for the best. Danae says, hi Deo in chat, good luck. I finally get to catch a stream. Finally got your external CD drive to make your PS1 try any percent. Yeah, good luck with that, Danae. I know it can be a bit of a pain. Good old image burn. Dingoosh with the 26 months. Thank you for the over 2 years of support from all three of you guys. Dingoosh, Ludar, and Volans. Fucking OG chatters here. Yeah, I'm looking like heartless Spyro right now, straight up.
Try again.
Roar. What's up, scumbag? Yeah, I love you too, man. Man, I'm falling a little, guys, I have allergies, because now the springtime is coming. My allergies are kicking in. So, been taking some Claritin. Luckily, my head doesn't hurt, but my throat is super dry. My throat and mouth are just super dry. Like, it wakes me up in the middle of the night and stuff. You know, nose all stuffy and stuff. Parallel, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the YouTube gift, Parallel. Real Ones get here early. Real Ones have Twitch partner as well. A big congratulations to Marathon Man in the chat for finally getting a Twitch partner. It was a long time coming, as it always is when you're a speedrunner grinding for partner. Marathon's stream is great. You guys should follow him if you don't. And thank you for the good luck. A true OG. Dude, I saw that picture that someone drew of you, like, holding the controller like this. I was like, damn, that's tight. That's how you know you got a great communities and people are making funny fan art like that. Alright, let's see. Well, here's hoping today that I can, match my swag from yesterday. Yesterday I got a run that was 10 seconds behind world record going into Rat Proxy, which are the splits that I'm going to be running against today. You can see 37:47 below me here. Below me. What's up, Cat Chan? Thank you for the good luck. Oop, I did not do the correct thing. Gotta do save state, start. There we go. What's up, Beard? Thank you for the good luck. And Setnam, welcome, welcome. Living in Florida sucks. You got an air purifier? Nice. That's pretty cool. Maybe I should get one of those. Sounds expensive, an air purifier? Or is it just like a humidifier? Like just like some little thing you plug in next to your bed? I should probably at least plug in. We do have a humidifier that I could plug in. Just to help reduce some of the dryness. Just keep pushing. You'd love another GDQ run? Dude, hell yeah. Yeah, I actually, speaking of GDQ, I am going to be... Marathon, are you going to SGDQ this summer? I'm planning on going. I still haven't registered yet, but I'm waiting on the volunteer application to come back. I'm assuming they're going to reject me for having been banned. Yeah, not many, from what I can tell, not many Spyro or Crash people are going. I mean, hopefully we can expect the usual suspects, you know, Wed and fucking, who else? Tet, Dragon Blitz, PlayStation folks. If you want quality, you gotta pay for it. Yeah, that's life. They might let it go. Yeah, I might show up to GDQ and like I'm the only person that speedruns a PlayStation game there. I'm definitely like a PS1 game. That could happen. But it could also be a good opportunity to like, you know, make some new friends and stuff. Who knows? Definitely ESA is the more PlayStation stacked event this summer, it looks like. Yo, Dingoosh, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that, and thank you for the good luck as well. I don't know why the alert didn't play, but love you, man. Or did I already say that? Yeah, I think I did, that's why. Waxy, what up, dude? Love you too. They'd rather get me as a volunteer. They'd rather me just register, I think, and shut the fuck up. Did anyone get in touch with me to return my water bottle? No. It's all good. We don't use it, so it's not really a big deal. It was a nice, like, Yeti one, but whatever. I'm not losing sleep over it. Been doing saline nasal rinses. Is that like where you like pour the fucking shit into your nose? Should I try that? That sounds like waterboarding yourself. Dude, welcome Dreadford. Appreciate that. Yo, Chris, thanks for the good luck. Hope you're doing well today. Love the bike caves hype in the Discord. We're doing bike caves in any percent, man. We're doing it finally. I'm also doing the easier mama proxy here. Even if I get the blue or not, like I'd rather just get this like every time, you know? Yeah, who doesn't love bike caves? Dude, speaking of cool supercharges, since I have you here, Chris, I want to show this thing because I feel like this is really cool. The Treetops Days supercharge. You know what I'm talking about? This thing is sick. And then I'll go back to doing the homeworld jumps and stuff. Is there such a thing as being too high? Yeah, definitely. You mean just on weed? Yeah, I mean, you take too many edibles, I mean, you're gonna have a bad time. I'll tell you what happens if you take too many edibles. This is what happens to me. Is you just end up finding a place to lay down, like a bed or something. You just lay in bed and then you just stare up at the ceiling, like having like an anxiety attack, basically. You're just like, your heart rate's just like through the roof and you're just trying to breathe and not stress out. That's what taking too many edibles does to me. It's not great. It's not like life-threatening. It's not like the worst thing I've ever experienced. It beats being too drunk. Being too high beats being too drunk. I missed the thief here, but this is the charge I'm talking about. That shit. So good for any percent, especially 120% is kind of a gamble, but in any percent it's perfect. You see that? That saves like a second. You're all, I guess that's a death abuse to go back. I should have made a save state. Alright, let me make a save state, touch the dragon, and then save state as I come out of the dragon so I can the hard part for me is triggering the thief correctly. So actually, let me go get him real quick. And then just say whatever, just come on up, follow him up. Okay, yeah, so he'd be like right here. Yeah, sometimes, you know, it's hard. You have to kind of come from the left. You have to do like one of these. Do that. But anyways, this shit. So cool. And that bonk there is intentional on that guy. Yeah, you need to make sure to get the red guy moving. That's the thing. If you just do that, if you turn this way and do that, he won't go. Which is bad, obviously. But yeah, this can be done in 120% also. But for any percent, like if you miss a gem or two here, it's definitely, you know, fine. I guess unless you're skipping Shemp, right? I've been getting a lot of those as well. Does practice mode launch you higher? No. You were wondering why I get so much height on supercharge ramps? There's two reasons for that. When you jump and land out of a charge, I'm automatically building more speed because my starting momentum is higher compared to just doing this. So by jumping and charging onto a supercharge ramp, you get more speed, and then by jumping really late off of a supercharge ramp, you get more height. Look at when I press X here. I press X now. It's like pretty fucking lit. It's like you're all the way off the ramp before pressing X. Just supercharge things. Yeah, this is the way to go for the double, really. Days came up with this a way while ago. Just getting the right angle to not get smacked by that guy. Oh, that's probably not gonna work. Oh yeah, it did. Also, you know about Composer's thing here? I'll try to do Composer's charge here. And go around here and then just charge for that. And keep it moving, which is definitely slightly faster, but easy to fuck up. So yeah, those are some Treetops things. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, I'm gonna head back over to... Actually, since I'm here, let's do a Metalhead Out of Bounds a couple times. Do I sound sick, guys? I'm definitely a little under the weather with allergies. Ears popping, nose a little stuffy. Yeah, I still do the jump over that gap because it is pretty risky to go for just the charge. But yeah, it is possible, you know. Composer goes for it. Composer actually failed that in world record. Probably costing him like 5 or 10 seconds worth in gems and movement. So... You know, with all the crazy routing I'm doing here, like, I'm trying to find like the right... At this point, try to find the right consistency, the right risk-reward, as you do, you know, in this game. So that's kind of one of those things. I'm willing to take, like, the half second or whatever lost for second lost to do that more safely. Here's another cool thing, is doing a slide-off here. Let me make a save state. Doing that. You feel really stupid when you miss it, though. Hey, what up, time traveler? Today you got bad news. What is it? Yeah, the old ledge slip. You're gonna watch my world record commentary? Thanks for putting it out. Dude, thank you for watching that. Yeah, I actually watched back a little bit of it last night. I'm glad I made that. Question for anyone who can answer. You have a 1995 PAL PS1 looking for a project PS2 to fix. Would the burn disc run okay? Yeah, it depends on your console model number. If it's that sounds like a really early model PS2, like it sounds like one of the fat ones. So when you are installing the software that allows you to burn discs, the software is called Mechapone. So what you want to do is look up Mechapone on Google and look at the GitHub repository for it, and there should be a README in there about like compatibility with different model number PS2s. So you'll be able to check your PS2 model number against that. I think there's a way it works for like older models. It's the model it doesn't work with is a 90K, I believe. But yours sounds like a 30-something K. But yeah, just look into your PS2 model number and if it's compatible with Mechapone. That should answer your question. Why not flame the fireworks and then pick up the fireworks? You talking about these fireworks? Flame them, and then you're talking about like go up here like we do in 120%. We actually used to do that in any percent, and it's not bad, but it's also not as fast as not doing that. Like, if I'm under-gemmed, I would definitely consider doing that. But usually I'll add or remove gems from this enemy right here. These 8 would be extras. And then, like, if I really was down bad on gems, like, I could flame that, go up here, grab all these for, like, roughly, you know, an extra 3 GPS gems per second. Like, I would only go up for those if I was, like, really down bad on gems, though. Like, over 20 behind. Like, if I was over 10 behind, 10 to 20 behind entering this level, I would consider doing that. This color flame is called Pastel. I've never used it before, but it looks pretty cool, huh? Pretty dope. Also grabbing some of the extras here. You could do a lot of like 120 strats here to like recover gems. Doing all this would grab you another extra 5 as well. But keep in mind, you don't want to kind of, in any level where you're trying to recover gems, you don't really want to overdo it. It's very easy to overdo gem recovery in this category. And at this point in the game, if you're down like 20 to 40, yes, you want to go for some of these extra things, but maybe not all of them in one split. You want to kind of break it up across this level, the home world, and Jock to really optimize the recovery. So yeah, just any percent recovery things. Does PS2 emulate PS1 or are they equivalent? PS2 does, it's like a sort of, it does technically emulate PS1, but it does it on a hardware level, which is unlike like how a modern console would emulate backwards compatibility. Like a PS3 just plays a digital shitty RetroArch, you know, stolen firmware emulator. It's basically PS3 and beyond. If you try to play a game backwards compatible from this era or a previous generation, it's basically just a shitty emulator. But in the case of a PS2, there actually is PS1 hardware inside of it, and you can furthermore increase the disk speed. It's still reading information off the disk, so it's like partial emulation. It's like partial first-party emulation. It's hard to explain. I actually don't understand the intricacies of it, but yeah, it is kind of an interesting topic. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's like how the Wii is, right? The Wii has like some GameCube like hardware on it, but it's still technically, like on a technical level, it's still emulation. So it's like somewhere in between that. Point being is it's different than like how a modern console would do backwards compatibility, fully digital. What's up, Zingo? Nice. Thank you for the luck. I got luck in the brain. Thank you, Ash, for the good luck. Let's head over to Peacekeepers. Head back to Clifftown. Do a couple more mamas. Do the homeworld a few times. I've given up on the roll strat in the homeworld. I'm just going for consistency here. Like that 1 second time save from the roll is not worth the many hours of dead runs that I will surely experience from it. And I'm kind of taking that same ideology into Mama Proxy here, where I'm just going to slow it down, lose a second or two, hopefully get this extra blue out of it, and then just, you know, send it. But we don't want to be missing it. We need to get this, like, I think there's a world where I could get this, like, 90 to 100% consistent, which is much better than I think my, like, 60, 70% consistency of this version, you know? Like, yeah, it's faster to do that, but is it worth it? That's the question of the day. But yeah. Just working on this stuff. Is there input delay when playing PS1 games on PS2? No, not at all. Yes on PS3 or emulator, but not on PS2. Functionally speaking, there's really no reason to play a PS1 game on a PS1 if you have a PS2. Just functionally speaking, besides like the nostalgia of the hardware, you know, type of thing. Yeah, besides the Sony Computer Entertainment, you know, BIOS startup. You miss pressing the old PS. Yeah, on the console, the giant, like, you know, power and reset buttons. Those are iconic as well. So yeah, you know, I totally get it. Like, people like that. But I'm saying, functionally speaking, for playing a PS1 game, there's no reason to use a original PS1 over a PS2. And there are reasons to use a PS2 over a PS1 depending on the game. What's up, French Fry? Thank you for the good luck. Well, if you're going to talk about action replay and Game Shark and stuff like that, well then, and we're going to talk about like basically soft modding a console at that point, cheating, then you might as well soft mod a PS2 at that point, right? Is that not easier than, you know, I mean, it's all preference, right? But like, there's still an argument to be had there that if you want to cheat or like soft mod a console or do like hacks and stuff, that is technically easier on a PS2. You could mod chip a PS1 as well, but that's a physical mod rather than a soft mod through a free McBoot and Mechapone on a PS2. So even that is easier on a PS2 is my point. And you can use Game Sharks on a PS2, I believe. You know, it's not like that's a PS1 exclusive thing. I think. I don't know. I've never actually done it myself. Not easier for you? What, to mod chip? You're saying it's not easier to soft mod a PS2 versus mod chipping a PS1? I guess to each their own in that respect. I've never mod chipped a PS1, so I can't really speak to that. Yeah, dude, I feel like some people, when it comes to fine soldering of like these like video game system motherboards and controller mods and stuff like that, where you have to like solder on things, connections and whatnot, I feel like some people just have like the delicate magic touch for fine electrical soldering that I don't. I have big caveman hands that can barely, you know, that are barely too big even for the PS2 controller. Like every time I've tried to like solder, oh god, what did I try to do? I tried to like solder off like and on like potentiometers and stuff. It would always end with broken controllers. But you know, I'm obviously, you know, my point is that's like a skill issue, I guess. You know, if you're comfortable with doing that stuff, it might be smarter to go that route. Who knows? Kind of, you just gotta know yourself at that point. Would I consider doing 120% on Reignited? Probably not. Right now, my goals are just grinding any percent for world record, and maybe even a little beyond that, depending on how I'm feeling, if and when we get there. And after that, either playing Spyro 2 100% original, or playing Spyro 1 Vortex. But probably Spyro 2 100% is going to be my next like speed grind after this. But don't get in too much of a hurry with it, and that's subject to change, of course. And don't get too excited, because I could be sitting here playing any percent for the next several months, you know, in the pursuit of, you know, the best world record I could get. So there's no rush with any of this. Keep that in mind. We're talking about many months of time frame here. Yeah, world record's 1 second off. The limit, I think, like, what's possible right now for humans in this game is definitely like a 36.4x, if not 36.3x. I think, like, that's possible. It just happens to be that the world record's like in the high 36.5x's. So yeah, that's like where the current level is, world record level of gameplay is in this category. So there's just a question of, you know, the players like myself, composer Laura has been getting a lot of near world record runs lately. Just a question of, you know, of runs. Question of luck and the run gods smiling on you and hours, you know, dumped into it. I'm so good at the moment. Thank you, Zoc. Yesterday I did get a run that was like 10 seconds behind record going into Rat Proxy, but you know, I mean, this category is so much more, I would say, volatile that, like, it's hard to call it. Like, today I could have just a terrible day of runs. Like, just because I had a good day yesterday doesn't mean I'm gonna have a good day today, you know? Even if I play good. That's, like, the nature of this shit. So do keep that in mind. Is there any RNG in this game? Yes, there is. So, when you look at when I flame this mama, the gem pops out of her. But it doesn't land exactly at the same spot it popped out of. There's a trajectory and then a bounce that happens, and those things are RNG. The gem can land in any, like, you know, area in a small radius when it doesn't home in. Again, here. See how the gem kind of like bounced away and back? That's like all RNG right there. So, you know, gems not homing in is RNG in this game. Within a small radius, you know, and that's easy. I would say that's generally easy to account for. And I would go so far as to say that's a very minor element of RNG, even in the grand scheme of speedrun optimization. It can cost you time or save you time here or there, but overall it's a very minor thing. Another thing that's RNG in this game is what I'm going to practice right now, which is rat proxy. Fodder movement is RNG, but again, it's not true RNG because it's impacted by Spyro's position. So it's a semi manipulatable RNG, where this rat starts and stops and stuff. So depending on that rat's position, you know, that position can vary, as you'll see here. See, the rat's in a different spot now. So part of speedrunning this game is being able to adjust to slight RNG discrepancies like that. Do I think I ignore the bad days of runs? Is it something I take? No, I definitely reflect. I definitely reflect on my bad days in speedrunning for sure. I mean, I definitely don't like. I don't know. I mean, I reflect on it, but I don't like overthink it either. I think there's like a healthy relationship you can have to bad days in speedrunning. I don't think it's like all negative. I think you could like look back on a bad day of speedrunning and be like, how did I be like, oh fuck, you know, I was being a real bitch. Like, even though runs sucked, and conversely, you can have a bad day of runs but still have a really good attitude, and like, I reflect on those things. And if I have a good attitude on a bad day of runs, then I'm really proud of that. You know, so there, it's kind of complicated. I mean, it's like a little complex. Like, we're talking about reflecting on our own emotions and performance and something. Like, you know, it's not so black and white, but you know, the important thing, the takeaway is that you're able to accept, you know, your actions and your abilities and stuff. Acceptance is the key. So whatever amount of reflection allows you to just accept who you are and how shitty you are on a given day that's like the key. And for me, that doesn't take like a shit ton of reflection, but it does take a little bit. It usually like in the moment of my grind, or maybe after a bad day of runs, I'll reflect a little bit. But it's not something that like I gotta fucking meditate, you know, to like overcome the speed depression, you know. It's just something you have to consider is how much you accept yourself in a hobby like this, on good days and bad. So yeah, I mean, that's really all I can say about that. Let's, I still haven't worked on the jump in the homeworld, so let's head back to that. I'll go to Clifftown, but then exit. What's up, Finn? Yeah, I mean, and I'm not like super analytical, sweet goats. I'm not like, okay, let's go watch my stream back and talk about like what went good and what went bad. A lot of streamers would like actually say you should do that. It's not a bad thing to do, but I personally am not like that analytical. So it's just like, that's just my preference. I'd rather just like say how I'm feeling in the moment and reflect on it like during the credits, like after a run. Like I usually do that after most runs. I'm like, this run went like this, I feel like this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I might be mad, I might be whatever. And then it's like, BRB, I'll be right back and either do another run or end stream. So that's like my version of like self-reflection. I don't like sit here and fucking stress about it like when I'm not streaming, you know? That allows me to have a clear head when I'm, you know, to clear my head, so to speak, instead of overthink. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I mean, I'm not saying that's like what other people should do. So yeah, that's my version of that. Quarter of the way to the Penis Club. Nice. Still no power. Sorry to hear that, Mexicola. Hope things go okay for you. Yeah, we had no power in our apartment for like a few days. I remember a while back. I remember going over to the hospital nearby and like charging my phone there and stuff. But yeah, Finn, I'm doing good, chilling. I keep doing Mama Proxy, but I need to practice the homeworld thing. Keep saying I'm gonna do that, and I don't. Let's try the roll for funsies. Do a little Dazed Bag of Bones left press. It's just so easy to fuck up when you're going quick. Like, maybe if I stood there and, like, set it up. Like, I don't know. Like, is that worth eating at that point? Maybe. But man, you get so many that are, like, close like that it makes it really, like, fucking annoying. No, that's bad. So yeah, I'm going to fucking just go back to doing the other thing. Doing this. At least with this, it's like if I fuck up, like, I have like more power over the execution of things. It's less of a Hail Mary, it feels like. How many seconds does that save? I think about 1 or 2. Not like a crazy amount, doing the roll. Especially like not waiting and like getting all the gems and stuff. Really, like the ideal thing is if you can hit all of the enemies here, then you should go for this roll. Because, you know, the alternative is after Night Flight. You know, you don't want to hit any of those enemies if you do the roll. You can't hit any of those enemies if you do the roll. But, if you get a setup like... Let me see if I can... If the enemies look like this... Fuck, dude, hold on. If they look like... this, where you leave the last blue guy, then you can grab that guy after Night Flight if you do the not roll strat. But it is kind of stressful to like be on such a tightrope, like switching strats like right at the last second like that. So I think it just makes more sense to just commit to one strat or the other for me, just to like have more consistent muscle memory. Rolling up does not miss 20 gems. I don't know where you're getting that from. You're talking about these? You grab these after Night Flight. What's up, Lala Moose? And thanks for the good luck, Arugula. I don't know if I already said that. My advice has been helpful for you as a new speedrunner. You're mildly insane, so it's okay. To speedrun, you have to be a little insane. Will I break the curse today? I think I sort of broke the curse yesterday. I mean, yesterday I got a run into Dreamweavers that was like very close to record. So I would say I'm already breaking curses here. What's up, Lozzie? Thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate it. Love you, Lozzie. Let me read some other messages that I missed. For you, when you do runs, it's tough to reflect and not spiral because at that point it's just you and your thoughts. No one else is there to be able to talk to. You know, when I was like a smaller streamer, and really like no one was in my chat when I was doing runs, I would still like talk into the mic and like reflect on stuff and just for my own sake. Even if like no one was listening, even now when I do that, it's like I'm not necessarily looking for like a dialogue with you guys when I reflect on my own runs. I'm just like, this happened, I feel like this, I'm going to do this, you know, and that's like kind of what it is, whether there's people watching to talk to or not. In my case, I'm not saying like you should do anything, but I'm just saying for me, that's like kind of how that manifested. I think it's easy to look at my stream and be like, oh, well, he has all these people cheering him on, you know, that must be really encouraging, but really, it still feels really lonely for me when I'm having a bad day of runs. It's just the truth. In fact, I feel like much more disconnected from my chat, especially when there are people trying to cheer me on, like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. It's like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, this is like very, you know, I don't know if right or wrong, but it's like, I'm thinking, man, like to myself, oh, these people don't understand, you know, like, and who, you know, no one understands what you're going through. That's like how it goes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's like what you meant by that, by the way, Finn, but that's just like my general thoughts on that. There's also some other thoughts about attitude and reflection in speedrunning that I'll look at. Yeah, Crash Test Goblin, if you want, feel free to send me a DM. We could do like some coaching if you want. It sounds like it would help you, or Finn, or anyone else that speedruns or is getting into it. We can reflect together. If you need someone to talk to, I think I'm a good person to do it with. So yeah, feel free to DM me if you want to do that. Working on Wizard Proxy in Wizard Peak and Haunted. Oh shit. You would be if half the town wasn't without electricity. Yeah, in Mexico, you gotta make sure that you know what the backups are if you don't get those. Like, if you're gonna go for Wizard Proxy in either of those levels in 120%, you have to be able to do those levels without Wizard Proxy first. So that way, if you fail it, you know, it's not like, oh god, what do I do? You know? Those are two particular tricks where you have to know what the not proxy version is. It's not like that. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I know I have a tendency to kind of misconstrue the message. My bad. Are you gonna start rooting against me? That's great. Yeah, right. Pilot, stuff like that. It's like, oh, well, you're still better than everyone, so like... It's like telling a hot girl on Instagram, it's like, oh, don't kill yourself, you're so pretty, you know? It's like, that's so... It's like, you don't realize that, you're like, it's not a helpful thing to say. Like, what is it? The empathy is there, but the message isn't quite correct. And that's fun. How do I not notice the rainbow flame? Yeah, I fucking, it's called pastel on the, cosmetic settings here. Yo, Captain's Pixie, thank you for the 6 months. Congrats on the purple badge, by the way, in the chat. It says, yo, hope your day goes well, and thanks for streaming. Thanks for being here and supporting for half a year now. Purple emotes in the chat. Well, I think I'm about ready to do some runs. What do you guys think? Is it time? I think it's about time. One more jump, and then it's time. Good. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I've already been streaming for 42 minutes, though. Thanks for the good luck, Shanmania, and Waxy, Lozzy, Daniel. You real-a-tet after the fault. You want to try that message again? The fuck does that mean? Real-a-tet. Do I know anything about Tama or SJC? Need a drummer's opinion. Yeah, I do actually. I sold drum sets actually for several years at Guitar Center, so I'm familiar with both of those brands. In fact, I have like an old Tama Swing Star back in California from when I was a kid. I ripped the wrap off, had my friend paint it. Good times. Those toms sound like shit though, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, if I were to just, like, without knowing what your situation is at all, if I were to just recommend a Tama or an SJC kit, I would say if you're playing, like, jazz and you want, like, a small little three-piece, like, type of dealio, and you want it to be, like, really artisan, you know, like, and you're willing to spend, like, a couple $1,000s to get it fully kitted out, then maybe go the SJC route. But if you want something that's more, like, multifunctional, with just better overall clarity and resonance, I would say go for a higher end Tama kit that has like the die cast rims and like the weird, you know, whatever fucking mahogany bullshit wood, you know. That's gonna be the Tama is gonna be a much better all around kit than the SJC, and and probably $1,000 cheaper as well. 3, 2, 1, go. But it kind of depends on like what you like in drums and how you tune them and what music you're playing, of course.
Okay, rolling.
And your budget.
It's been peaceful.
But those are just my general opinions on those. I prefer the higher end Tamas myself than like a custom shell company like SJC. But that's just me. Oh, punk metal, yeah, you're gonna want the Tama. I mean, like if that's our only choice is like a Tama or an SJC. If you're playing like really hardcore music like that, I would say spend the money. This is just my opinion. Is spend the money on a really good double pedal. Like, rather than like really nice drums, because you're gonna be thrashing the fuck out of stuff anyways. Like, I would say, like, if you're not already playing on a shitty kit, you know, like, I feel like punk music is almost, in a way, it's better with like a really shitty kit, because it's like, you don't feel bad about thrashing it around and stuff. When you get a really nice drum set, it's like you want to take care of it and all that. But I feel like the real culture behind playing a fucking punk show or a metal show is just fucking knocking shit around and not giving a fuck about shit, you know? Sorry, I don't mean to get too heated about it, but like, you know, there's something to be said for a shitty kit for a punk show, you know, is all I'm saying.
Okay,
Like, for that kind of music, I'd say invest in a good double pedal and make sure your snare drum's set up. Even if it's a shitty one, that it's like tuned, it's fucking cranked up to hell, you know? You got some fucking really loud ass cymbals that are probably gonna crack and break as you thrash the fuck out on them.
Thank you for
I would say that's where your focus should be, rather than on the shell kit itself.
Then find the balloon.
But I don't know exactly what kind of punk or metal we're talking. Like, if you're talking more like prog rock type stuff, like Dream Theater or whatever, like, I don't know if that really counts as like metal or punk. I think I'm starting to get out of the realm of what you're talking about. If you're talking about something that's more of like a more progressive style of music, then maybe a fancier kit would be nice for that. But for just straight up like punk and metal music, just some little cheap ass shit that you fucking draw with a Sharpie on and make your own porthole on the bass drum and fucking tear through the heads and the cymbals. That, you know, your money is better spent on backup cymbals and drum heads if you're really playing music like that. And sticks, you know, than like a fancy kit. But that's just like my opinion. The drums that keep in tune the best are ones that have thicker rims. They're called die-cast rims. They tend to be on the upper end of like drum set shell packages. But you can literally buy rims as well as lug locks and stuff to help keep your drums in tune better. So you don't necessarily need brand new shells to have more consistently tuned drums.
Thank you for releasing
Just another consideration.
Free 10 dragons in the artisan.
When it comes to stuff like that, about just the general tuning about stuff, sometimes it's just as simple as buying a new set of heads for your kit, you know?
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
And spending an evening, you know, getting it all tuned up the way you want. And then once you do that and you're still like, fuck, I don't, you know, I've tried tuning it a million different ways, this kit sucks, you know? Then I think that's like the time to upgrade the shell pack itself. I don't know if you've gone through that process already. Again, these are just my opinions. Having, you know, tuned and sold and built and played a bunch of drums in my life.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, if your snare sounds like an overinflated fucking basketball. Ding. Right. No, you have to have like a comically like high-pitched snare, like off to the side of like your normal snare. Just for when the time is right, you know? I play guitar, not like a ton, but yeah, I mean, I know the open chords, I can play bar chords.
Oh, it's been
I can play major scales. I don't like know any songs on guitar. I can just screw around on one, that's about it. Tune in your own be tamed by now, though yes. Thank you for another incoherent message. Pompon, I think you need to stop drinking alcohol. I think it's time for the water. Just kick back and enjoy the nesters, my friend.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Does an oven fry frozen sausages if you put them at the... Yeah. Yeah, you can put frozen sausages in an oven. This should work. They'll be done before the fries are done, though. Just keep that in mind. Do them at like 375 to 400. And just check on them every like 10 minutes or so. 10, 15 minutes. You got this. Loving strats. Oh, fuck. I went to Sunny. I just saw the message. Why'd you do Sunny before I realized? Be a wonderful start to the runs for today. Really just beautiful, beautiful execution by me. Guys, I think I'm on track for world record of this category. Oh, that's so funny. I was just autopiloting. That's great. Let's try that again. That was goofy. Jaskador, thank you for the 21 months, by the way. And Captain's Pixie as well. I think I shouted you out earlier. Thanks, Jaska. You can't take the 120. You can take away the 120 from a man, but you can't take the 120 out of a man, you know? Fuck.
Thank you for releasing.
Sunny Flight has decent gems per second. It's around 3, I believe. But it is the longest of the flight levels. It's technically the worst gems per second of any flight level. But overall, in the grand scheme of an any percent playthrough, it's not a bad idea to do Sunny. It's just not like the most optimal thing. You simply put, you don't need the gems from every flight level, just all but one. So we cut out Sunny because that's the slowest one. But you could definitely route this category with Sunny and still get a pretty competitive time for sure.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
What's up, Pickle? Thanks for the good luck. Dude, I keep touching Nestor. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons.
Yeah, unlocking Sunny takes time. Running through, you know, the level itself is long.
I'm going after him.
And you still get the same amount of gems as every other flight level, 300. Nestor skipping any percent. That's what we're doing. What's that bad for? Yeah, right, Enchanted. It's like, why? Why is there no puzzles like that anywhere else?
Okay, rolling.
In Spyro 2, they added in those types of like touch the floor tile puzzles, like in Idle Springs. They brought it back. Nestor skip probably only saves like 5. That's like safe to say. You could argue that it saves more, you know, depending on if you're skipping Shemp and doing optimal gem routing and stuff, but it's safe to say it saves at least 5 seconds. Maybe 10, 15, even 20 if you want to get like really argumentative about it, but I don't think it would really go much beyond 10 or 15.
It's been peaceful.
Optimally speaking, just from a routing perspective. This should work. Yeah, the game doesn't let you skip Nestor's dialogue unless you do this trick, basically. Okay, don't go to Sunny this time. Alright, let's actually get a run going here. I'll try to focus a little more. Thanks, KH. That was bad. What the fuck? Why did it turn me that way? Daily flex of my Japanese DualShock 2 controller that I definitely overpaid for at a convention recently. I'll grab these. I gotta go for some of the extras here in Artisans and Peacekeepers, like, where it makes sense, just to stop the bleed, you know? Stop the cat. Not as cool as Mad Catz, yeah. Mad Catz in a league of its own. No way, dude. Gotta reset over that. That's some bullshit. Surprised I didn't make it up there, honestly. Making grilled cheese and watching me get world record. Dude, welcome, Brandon. Wow. Something tells me today's gonna be tough. Something tells me today is gonna be a rough day of run. I don't know, I just have a feeling. I don't know what it is. You overpaid for a wireless PS4 controller with a non-functioning D-pad. Yeah, dude. Happens. It happens.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
When you're playing a console every day, it seems like you'll never get a good controller. So having one that's just acceptable is like good enough, you know. Good enough is the key, you know. Excuse me. You always thought the supercharge to the key chest in Magic Crafters would be good. I think that's been timed. I think there's... I forgot what the GPS is on that.
It's been peaceful.
How long does a PS2 controller take to wear out when speedrunning every day? Roughly 1 to 3 months. And the part that wears out is the left analog stick. So if I were playing on D-pad, I could theoretically use a controller like indefinitely. As long as the actual sensitivity stays good, which it usually does.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Maybe it's useful for a time save. I don't know what you're talking about, and I actually don't care. No offense. Let's see if we can get this trick. All right, here we go. Yeah, Pom Pom, this is gonna be your last warning. Like, you gotta drink water, and if your messages continue to be incoherent, like, I will time you out. Just FYI. I'm not gonna let someone be a drunken mess in my chat. Actually, you know, I really should let people be a drunken mess in my chat. What is this fucking... What am I, a fascist? It's all good. Yeah, love you too, Pom Pom. I take it back. You be yourself, man, but drink water. Yeah, welcome, Craig. Hope you're doing well today. S&P's down 4%. Epic. Rip my IRA. Oh, fuck. Rip that blue. Yeah, even though I'm doing like the, you know, the sit and let it grow, you know, in an index fund thing, like with my IRA, like I still don't have a lot of confidence that it will actually, like the interest will compound enough to actually make a big difference by the time I'm like 50 or 60 or whatever. I'm hoping it does. I'm giving it the chance to do that. But I don't know, just the volatility of like stocks and the American market and global economics and stuff makes me question really like how surefire of a strat that is. So I don't care, you know. Hey, if my IRA like fucking blows chunks, then it's not the end of the world. I have savings elsewhere. That's the key with all investing is you gotta, you know, they say you gotta diversify, but TLDR, you gotta have savings like in addition to investments, so that way you're never like broke if something goes wrong, you know. Thanks for the good luck, Ellie-chan. You're supposed to invest money that's in an IRA. So you don't just put money in an IRA or a 401k. It's supposed to be invested. So you like put it in through like a financial institution like Fidelity or Vanguard or one of these. And then once the money's in there, then you have to pick where it gets invested. And then once you invest it in something like, you know, an index fund, for example, or an ETF, then you just let it sit for, you know, however many years. You don't fucking day trade it. You don't fucking move it around because the market's good or bad or whatever. You don't sell it off, you know. You don't act like a crypto bro day trader. You don't do that. You let the market do its thing, and over time, it will be on an upward trend, ideally at around like 8%. And then in 20, 30 years, your interest will compound such that, you know, the more money is in there, then the more money you end up getting back. That's like that's the boomer smart way to invest money. But you shouldn't even think about doing any of that if you have any form of debt. So if you have credit card debt, student loan debt, car payment debt, any debt that isn't an appreciating asset like a house, like mortgage or whatever. If you're in any debt, you shouldn't do that. And if you don't have any savings, you shouldn't do that. Because like I said, even with like such a plan of like a safe, you know, investment plan, you know, the whole global market could go to shit at any time, you know, so like you need to have backup plans on backup plans when it comes to investing. It's not like you just put all your money into something and then just hope for the best. Also, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Just so you guys know, I'm a Spyro speedrunner. So, like, who fucking cares about any of this? I'm not Graham Steven, you know? I'm not a fucking finance YouTuber. I don't know. Just my approach. I'm gonna keep going here. Yo, Marquisha, thank you for the 16 viewer raid. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Gem economy is looking really strong right now. Since I took that death, I'm now over gemmed in this run, which is nice. If I can at least get a Mama Proxy and the other chick, I'll be fine. Nice. There's a game echo. Can anyone else confirm this? Like from my mic, you mean? Oh, went the wrong way. Fuck. I need to go back up there. Just gonna go this way, fuck it. I'm seeing some pretty split messages, so it doesn't seem like a big enough deal for me to do something about it. Sorry. Got to grab the green. What I can do is I can turn my CRT down like one click. That'll probably help. Oh, I didn't press X quickly enough there. Yo, Jamie, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate that. As much as I do like listening at this volume, I'll turn it down one click. See how that does. What's up, Wally? Yeah, that's good advice, I would say, AG. Good non-advice, right? I'm gonna turn it back up. I'm sorry if you guys hear it echo. I'm just turning it back up. I'll try to move my mic, like, I guess, pointing away a little bit. If I really want to get rid of the echo, what I should do is make the fucking noise cancellation stronger. So maybe I'll do that. Someone remind me to do that after this run. Well, you know what? I'll do that like off stream because I have to use like headphones and stuff, and it's a whole thing. There is no echo. I realize that I am talking to people who are listening with like $10,000 headphones right now, and most people are not hearing an echo right now. I realize that it is that minor. It's okay, I'm on the same page. Don't worry. Oh no, Oryx, I'm so used to them. Like, no, like, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. That's just part of Twitch streaming. is dealing with the audiophile chatter who needs the audio to be like literally perfect. And will mention it to you in the chat if it's not. That is a Twitch chatter for sure. That's an archetype. I genuinely like. I look at it as a challenge to try to please that type of chat, even though I totally don't need to. Like I really do look at it as a challenge to try to see if I can have such crystal perfect audio that like nobody can complain. So I realize that it's totally unnecessary. Like I'm fine. He said it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, I mean, I'm also saying it's not a big deal. Are we like arguing right now? I love this. What's up, Getro? Thanks for the good luck. Who's arguing? I guess nobody. We do seem to be talking in circles about shit a lot, though, I will say that. Is that just the nature of human interaction, is talking about the same topic and saying the same things over and over in a circle? And then being like, well, it's not a big deal. But really, though, this. But actually, no, it doesn't matter. But really, if you think about it, actually this. But honestly, who cares? But you know, if I were being honest, is that like what it's like to be human and talk to people? I guess so. Just goes to show all of our conversation is so benign. That's alright. I'm here for it. It's funny, it's like the impetus is on me to just start ignoring messages once we start talking in a circle like that. It's funny, that's like part of being a good Twitch streamer, is like not talking in circles for like 20 plus minutes like this. Thank you for the good luck, Vold. And Kyubi, welcome, welcome. You saw the gold? Nice. Did I get a gold? It might have been the fake one on Night Flight, right? That's still a faker. Faker. Oh, that's not gonna... Oh, that actually worked. I'll take it. Purple Phoenix, thank you for the good luck. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die here. I went way too quick. I don't know why I didn't full hop that. I'm an actual idiot. Whoa. I don't know, I might reset this. What are you guys thinking? We'll see what let's do bike caves. Let's do the supercharge here and see how we're feeling. Oh my god. Okay, I'm resetting. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, like, no. You know? You guys feel me on that? You guys feel me on no with that? That was just a travesty. I still got some resets left in me before I squeeze out one of those turds of a run. CRTs are massive 50-pound cubic TVs in old movies. Yeah, that's all you gotta say. You don't have to explain like the whole technology.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been...
It's the big old school box TV. Most people will get it. Though the technology of a CRT is pretty cool. what is it, like photon, you know, beam, oh no, electron beams shot through a copper tube, you know, in an interlaced, super fast interlaced signal, like going by at 1,000,000 miles per hour. So that tricks our eyes into thinking that we see a picture when really it's just a bunch of lines, like flying by at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Yeah, it's like a sci-fi like thing. It's pretty cool compared to just normal, you know, LCD displays. And it's just like, okay, we have the colors on the screen. I probably should have seen if that worked, but whatever. It's like, all right, we just light up different colors for each pixel, and that's it. You know, it's like, no, we need to overcomplicate this. You know, pre-digital, you know, solution.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been...
Yeah, you might as well be like, it's ionized alien farts blasting through a dick. That's what makes them so heavy. Yeah, pre-digital devices, you mean, Cat-it.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Or, I mean, maybe what you're saying as well, pre-electricity is also interesting. Yeah, that's common, Entei Joe. Most CRTs do that. Vivian, thank you for the good luck. Some of the CRT ring is, some TVs are worse than others with it. But I don't mind it at all. So for some people, it's like a total deal breaker, like that ringing sound from a CRT.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Some people, it's like, that's just like, it's like a fucking, it's like nails on a chalkboard for some people. But I like it, it's early fall. I think it's quite endearing. Yeah, right, like the CRT ring pales in comparison to a tinnitus. You know, if we're gonna compare. CRT nightlight, yeah, with just the static fuzz from like a, you know, like channel 1 or whatever. Yeah, I saw that video about the largest CRT, one of the largest CRTs in the world. The thing is CRTs can get really big, but a true CRT, like, can only get so big, or something like that. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm not an expert. Yeah, he found like some Japanese shit. Bro found some Japanese shit.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
That looks good. No, early fall. That was close. Yeah, right, Vold. Like those Twitter pages that put like side-by-side photos of like you know, different, like, you know, NPCs or sprites from SNES era stuff, and they like, one picture is like, you know, a camera pointed at a CRT, and another picture is like the actual captured, like emulated, you know, picture, and it looks very different, especially depending on the type of emulation. Or like people comparing upscalers and stuff like that. Just intriguing. Especially when you're dealing with like really small, like, you know, like JRPG like sprites of characters, where like, you know, their whole face is like maybe like 4 or 5 pixels wide. So like their mouth takes up maybe 3 pixels, and like when those blend together through a CRT, through an interlaced signal, like your mind fills in the gaps, you know. They like these 3 little pixels, like a triangle mouth, looks like a real smiling face. Whereas when you look at it on an emulator, it looks like much more, you know, it just looks like a weird ass pixelated thing. Like the emotion, like it's funny, it's like our brain like creates like emotion on stuff like that by filling in gaps. So it's like, while we think we want to see the highest definition thing, sometimes like there's like more life in something that has a bleeding effect like that. Just funny how our brains work to prefer the less like optimized display like that.
Okay, rolling.
And again, I mean, that's how the games were designed anyways, you know. They were designed to be shown on a CRT display. So it like kind of makes more sense when you're looking at it that way. But yeah, you could definitely follow a few pages on Twitter or whatever social media that do like side by side, you know, pixel comparison photos, CRT versus true pixel photos. It's just a funny little test of perception.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Thank you, Flying Cat, for a bribe for Nestor. Hopefully he takes the bribe on this one. Thank you, Flying.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been
PLN. What is that? Polish money? Go Poland. Well, we were getting some Nestors earlier. Even despite these bribes, he's sort of slowed down on us here. Yeah, he took the bribe and ran.
Okay,
He's a
rolling.
true cop.
Oh, it's been
What's up, Claudia? Welcome, welcome. You forgot what gaming on a CRT feels like. You've been playing on flat screens and monitors for so long. You know, that's kind of another interesting thing about like the way our brains adjust to certain displays. It's like I'm so used to playing on a CRT that it feels super weird for me to try to play this game on like a monitor. Even if it is upscaled and like low lag, whatever, it still feels super weird to me. And the opposite is true for, you know, for the vice versa situation. People who only play on a monitor, it feels weird to play on CRT. It's funny how used to our whatever setup we're on goes. Like, it can feel like there's input delay, you know, that's not there. Is Nestor Skip that hard? It's pretty hard. Hard is the wrong word. Precise is a better word. It's very precise. You're watching while you mine 30,000 coal in RuneScape? Nice. Good luck to you. Nothing like having a fat stack of coal to fucking burn through at the blast furnace. Feels good, man. What's up, KGP? Thank you for the good luck. I remember one of the first things I did as a member when I was a kid in RuneScape, when I got membership for the first time, is I went to the coal mine. There's like a place like west of Camelot. If you keep walking and you'll reach like, it's like kind of like an island, you know, coal mine area. I would just mine coal there and do the long walk back to the bank. These are good times. And then I realized that, like, it's a better mining experience to do granite rocks. This was, like, way back in the day. So I would go to the desert and just fucking power mine granite, I remember. On my old account. Oh, yeah, there's a crash star spawn there, yeah, for sure. That's so funny that you're there right now. It's, like, total dead content now, but yeah, that was, like, such a spot for a while. What's up, Roy? Thank you for the good luck. Would I still play RuneScape if I had to start over? Yeah, I mean, you know, lots of hardcore RuneScape players make multiple characters, which is like starting over, basically. I have a second character that I don't play at all, but, you know, when I initially made my old school account, I wanted it to be a 1 defense pure. And then I gave up on that, just to like experience the whole game, you know? But on a second account, I would definitely make a 1 defense pure. Not an Iron Man, but just a 1 defense pure. Maybe low prayer as well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. I like prayer. Prayer is just a fun, it's just fun to just fucking do a gilded altar at player-owned houses and stuff. It's a vibe. Why not Iron Man? It just slows down the game, you know, is like the simplest way to put it. It's a cool concept. I mean, like being an Iron Man is like really, it is cool, I'll say that. But like, for me, for the amount of effort I put into RuneScape, like, I think it's enough of a challenge for me, like, on a main. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to get my skills up and stuff. When you factor in, like, having to harvest all of your own, like, materials for skilling on top of that, you know, not being able to trade or use the GE, like, it slows down an already really slow-paced game. Skill grind. So it's just not for me, you know? If you play a lot and you're really hardcore about it, then yeah, it's cool, but for me, it's not for me. Dirty irons. Stinky, ugly irons. Who here is an Iron Man in the chat? You're despicable. I'm just kidding. Y'all irons are crazy, man, and I like crazy, but damn. I love doing like a skilling activity where it's like people are just like fuck irons just for no reason. I remember at Guardians of the Rift it would be like that. Anytime that like we would fail Guardians of the Rift, everyone would just be like, fucking, it's the fucking irons again, fucking ruining it. Get it together, this is the meme. So yeah, I'm definitely team fuck irons. Just for the meme. Yeah, UIMs are crazy. HCIMs are crazy. You guys been following UIM Loki on YouTube? Kind of fucking collection log. That shit's crazy. Like, imagine having like max gear on a fucking Ultimate Iron Man. Like, that's just like, I can't even like fathom that. Why am I disparaging people? I'm joking. I'm not being serious. If you're an iron, that's actually cool. Whatever game you play is cool with me. However you play it. Feeling disparaged over here. See, that's the problem with these fucking irons, man, is they're fucking so unhinged, so crazy, so horny, talking about like, I'm gay, fuck me daddy, while I'm in the middle of Guardians of the Rift, and then losing the game. And then they're sensitive on top of it. That's their problem. Fucking irons, man. Dude, I gotta grab the extra in Extra Thief and Wizard Peak now. Remind me when I get there. I'm allowed to say fuck irons because you're implicitly, by being an Iron Man, you're saying fuck other players. Like, you don't need other players. So what, I'm just gonna let you say fuck me and I can't say fuck you? At least you can still hear me type. If you want to be a real Iron Man, you gotta turn off all in-game chat, you know? Get an unfair advantage. Just to reiterate, I'm totally fucking joking. Just in case that wasn't clear at all. I'm totally joking. Where am I? Thank you for the good luck use of her. I can see no one here is on my fuck iron wavelength. I'm sorry. So I'll just take it back now. I'll take it back. I love irons. Yeah, I've changed my political stance on this. I love Iron Men. I love the superhero Iron Man. In the RuneScape account type. I love them all so much. Guys, I'm a very agreeable streamer. Questman is the best Iron Man. Ooh, you talking about Alien Food? That one YouTuber that's like doing quests unguided? That seems like such a easy thing to cheat, is my problem with that. Like, I'm not saying he is cheating it at all, and he does make really interesting videos about going through quests without guides. But surely he reads his own YouTube comments, you know? I don't know. Like, it seems like at a certain point, if you're making content online about the game, it's like kind of like, by definition of that, you're getting like, you can't avoid it unless you like don't read any comment or anything. Like, you're getting help from, you know, you're getting some form of guidance from people. I can imagine that's like a really hard line to walk for him. Like, if you just look at the wrong comment and like it just tells you what to do on the next quest, you know? And I don't know how often that happens, but this seems like a hard thing to avoid. And then you still gotta make a video pretending like you don't know, you know? Like, I wonder if he's ever done that. You know, give him the benefit of the doubt, I don't know. Grand Exchange changed the economy. Yeah, I would've, if it were up to me, I would have never introduced the Grand Exchange to the game. I liked the player trading back and forth thing, but at the same time, I'm not mad that it exists. Like, you have to admit it's a major convenience to be able to buy whatever gear you need whenever you need it, you know, and not have to wait on someone, you know, who has something you need and have to do the whole social engineering and try not to get scammed. I mean, scamming was so much more common on RuneScape before the Grand Exchange, you know, came out. Was that 11:59? Good fucking early game. Yeah, extra thief and wizard. But when I get to Wizard Peak, remind me. What's up, Emo Jack? Thank you, thank you. I should stop talking about RuneScape. Focus on this run a little bit. Thank you, Ben. That's very sweet of you. Cheers. Oh, that was really bad. I'm gonna go back for those. For this. Come on. Oh, is this gonna make it? Yeah, we're good. Pause a little late there, but still green, still good. Turn off my fan there. What's up, Zillas? Oh, dude, that's... What the fuck do I even do here? I have to go and grab... Oh, no, this is... I should have just turned around right there and grabbed him. This is really bad now. Oh. That's 2 thieves missed. If that had just been the only thief I missed, it would have been fine. Like... No, I can't grab the one in this level. Maybe? No, I don't think so. I just have to grab that one in the home world and, like, eat, like, a 10-second time loss. That's ass. Low-key world record dead for that. The reason I missed him was because I was going for the green gem there. So at least I know why that happened. Please help your dumb. Yeah, in general, like in any percent, just anytime you see me skipping over stuff, it's because it's suboptimal. You can just assume that. If you don't want to think too hard about it, that's basically all it is. There's slightly more to it than that, but that's basically what it boils down to. It's definitely not a perfect science. Oh, dude. No, this run's dead. Just so unlucky. I tried to go for the flame charge. I jumped a little too high. Just grab all these, whatever. See what the damage is after this level. In theory, I could have ran over, grabbed that thief, and then wall glided back over this way, but that does not seem worth compared to just grabbing the homeworld thief. Or I could grab this thief, actually. This thief makes more sense. Let's grab this guy. There we go. Plus, damn, I lost like 30 seconds. That was a horrible high cave. I'll keep going, you know, like, I'm like an hour 40 into stream today. I haven't finished a run. Let's see if we can finish this one. I threw it. It's okay. I don't exactly feel like resetting after so many nesters. Good news is this could probably still 37, because I did lose a lot of time on rat proxy on these splits. So we'll see. Yeah, hopefully I'm building up good karma for rat proxy, these mistakes. God damn it, I need to work on that. I'm always fucking up those boxes. That's not good. Oh, I need this guy as well. This is all just a mess. So many missed thieves. Yo, who's still vibing on this run? Is this run still a vibe? Or should I just give up? Who here has already left? Let me know in the chat if you're gone. If you are not here right now, let me know. I'll try to grab the blue chest after this level. What's up, Nietzsche? Welcome, welcome. You're not here, you left. I see we have a lot of vibers here. I do it for you guys, I want you to know that. I love you guys. I'm gonna make this run as good as it can be. And if not, I'm gonna be a good little speed guy, speed boy. Who loves berries and cream. $700 coal, nice. Coal. Oh, I forgot to grab the blue one. Do. Dude, hello. Where's the jump? Oh, you finally got the fries out the oven. Nice, nice. Hope they're good. Hopefully I got all those yellows. I think I might have missed one. Yeah, 386. I think I missed one of those yellows. Or a blue or something. Thanks for the good luck, Chinwa. And Exquisite Hippo. I'm just gonna kick back in my seat here for the rest of this. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. I play like way worse when I do that. Fuck. Missing gems. Probably under gemmed at this point. It was about to be fine. Now it's, I think, not fine. We'll see. Dude, just grab him, man. Wow, I really want to fucking die. This game is giving me a lot of negativity right now. This game is being totally not cool. Let's see how bad the gem deficit is. 507. We're supposed to be... Oh, we're actually over gemmed. Okay, I'll take it. That works for me. Yeah, beep from my fan. My #1 fan. Green for me. Having a good day? I'm glad to hear that, Michael. What you got going on, bud? I went for a nice walk this morning, I'll say that much. Pretty nice out today. Starting to warm up. Spring coming. I know spring's coming because I'm fucking allergies like crazy. I don't know how. I feel like I didn't used to get allergies. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become more susceptible to them. Maybe it's because I'm from like California, which is a place that doesn't really have such pronounced seasons. So there's like just less pollen in the air, maybe. I don't know. Now that I'm in Virginia, it's like just more pronounced. Oh, that's not gonna work. I went for that. Dude, wow, just get so fucking wrecked. Holy moly. That was, bad. Dude, and I waited and he was still just like, fuck you. That was great. Just great level. I'm a minute behind here or something. I only lost 2 seconds on these splits. That's pretty bad. At least there's time save there. Classic. Ate some burgers. They're good on the George Foreman. B-dub spicy garlic sauce. Nice. Sounds delish. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do some burgers tonight as well. I'm gonna try making Salisbury steak again. It's gonna be yummy. This time I'm actually gonna like knead the I'm using leaner meat because I found like if you use like a higher like fat mince, then it kind of tends to separate into the sauce as you cook it down, so it gets like kind of oily, and you know, I don't like that. So I'm using a lean ground beef. I'm gonna be adding some breadcrumbs, some really finely chopped bell pepper, maybe shave down a little onion in there, some seasonings. It'll be good. Of course, I got a bunch of leftover mashed potatoes from the other night, so it's gonna be good dinner tonight. Make a little salad or something. You gonna do Crash 2? Good luck. I feel like I tell you good luck on like everything. It's like, oh, I might do this, I might do that. It's like, good luck. That's all I can say. What if you ran so far, Dylan? And what are your PBs? Wow, fuck. This is bad. I kind of just want to reset this. I need to go pee. I need to go pee, man. I'm gonna reset this. This run's just kind of a joke right now. Be right back. Oh, hold on, let me turn on the BRB. Be right back. grab a little more water. One sec. I'm back. Still have yet to finish a run today. Part of me is kind of tempted to try my old controller, because I don't know if I love this one. I mean, now that I've had a few days on this one, I think I'll try the old controller again and see if I prefer it. The old silver. This is the thing I got the 120 record on. Let's see how it's feeling. Yeah, right, I'm blaming the controller. Right. What's my preference in controllers? It needs to have a really strong, really good, consistent sensitivity and a really not worn out gummy joystick. You got banned for Shift's chat. Was it you that was complaining about getting banned from Shift's chat the other day as well? Someone else was complaining about that. I don't know why you think I care about that, but you know, in all honesty, get banned, bitch. If you want my opinion on that. I don't know if you want me to be like, oh, that's so wrong. You were so wrongful. Bitch, I don't care who he bans. Get banned. Okay, hold on. Oh, this should work. Almost. That was close. That was someone else. Yeah. That's fine. What's up, Wessel? Thank you for the good luck. You were all... Dude, who here has been banned from Shift's stream? Is this like the fucking poverty Shift chat right now? It's fucking funny.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
It's just funny you bring it up like in my chat, like as if I like, you know what I mean? Like, you might as well tell me you got banned from XQC's chat or something like. Like, oh man, that's too bad. Does world record have a Nestor skip? No, it doesn't. Shift is the Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrunner. He's like, you know how I'm like the Spyro speedrunner guy that everyone knows? He's like that, but for Battle for Bikini Bottom. If not more popular than me, actually. He's among the more popular speedrunners out there. You ever done a Spyro 1 prototype run? I've never done that actually. One day I will do like a playthrough of the various Spyro prototypes. There's not like a lot that's different with them, but there's enough to like look at, I guess.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Nestor is tricky. That is true. Close. Nobody's more popular. Yeah, nobody has ever had more than 20,000 subs on YouTube. Yep, I'm basically Mr. Beast. Homemade barbecue baked beans with bacon. Damn, Macy, I'm jealous of that. Whew, man, you're making me miss Missouri already. Some good shit. Hardest part about a speedrun? I don't know, not losing your mind. Getting a PB. Those two things are probably up there. Sounds good, Macy.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, the voices in my head telling me to reset. They're very loud. Oh god. KC Missouri barbecue. Yeah, I like me some good barbecue.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, Jones barbecue and foot massage. That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff. Fries and I know fries and sausage sounds great. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing me some Salisbury steaks tonight. I'm getting into homemade Salisbury steak, man.
Okay, rolling.
Oh,
Ain't bad. You got banned from Joe's barbecue and foot massage. Why? For telling him good luck on the foot massage? A likely story. You went to an Indian restaurant in Japan, got the spiciest curry, it was barely spicy. Yeah, but you're also a foreigner. And also Japan, don't Japanese people not normally eat spicy stuff? Like just as a culture, it's not a very spice-heavy culture. Like I guess there's like spicy ramen and stuff. If you want like something really spicy in Japan, I'd reckon you'd get like a spicy ramen, right? Not like spicy Indian. Wasabi? I don't know if wasabi... Does wasabi count as spicy? Like, honest question. Like, it definitely, like, puts a lot of heat in your nostrils. Like, it's the horseradish heat. But it's like calling something like garlic spicy, you know? It's like a different kind of spice. Not like the same kind of heat. How is Saboom doing? I haven't checked in with him recently at all, but I think he's doing good. Living life. I got an email from him a little while back, you know, he's just doing his thing. He's been putting out a few songs on YouTube lately, if you follow his channel. Whistling and whatnot. An Avian-owned restaurant? What's an Avian? Yeah, real wasabi is like everywhere in Japan. Like, it's pretty good stuff.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Pretty good stuff. Saboom reminds you of Eminem. I can see it. Well, hey, I hope you enjoy your Japan trip, Jamie. avian as birds. So what was the original message? A bird-owned restaurant. You think birds can run a restaurant? Birds suck. What the fuck?
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been
Why do you
peaceful.
refuse to like spell correctly, Pom Pom? Like why does the message have to be like, all right, boom, like enter? Just slow down, bro. Matcha. Oh, almost. Dude, matcha would be really good. I have kind of a sore throat right now. I heated up some hot water, actually. I should probably go on this next reset, go fill up, make some tea.
Okay, rolling.
That'd be nice.
It's been peaceful.
Yo, Shinobi, thank you for the 7 months. Says good luck today. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go make some tea real quick. I'll be right back. Cheers, everybody. Cap off of that right now.
Okay,
stuff.
rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Damn, just started snowing. That's epic. At this time of year, too. It's amazing. I love snow. Yo, Sephi with the 27 jiggly booties. Thank you for the jiggly booties. Love you, Sephi. That's a lot of booties. We didn't have any tea that I liked, so I was just too lazy to make tea, rather. So I just made hot water and honey, and man, this shit is
For a
hitting.
dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
Thank you, Mexicola, for the prime. Hope you're doing well today. Appreciate the 8 months. Sorry, you guys got to hear me slurping my water here.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
I'm just gonna call it tea, even though it's not. Yeah, true Mexicola. My mom made fucking awesome tea when I was younger. What would she always make me? She always made me either, she just made me like black tea with like a ton of sugar in it. And I was like, oh, this shit is so good. Architecture, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate the prime.
Okay, rolling.
Love you, Arc.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
What honey did I use? Grocery store honey. Nothing special. Yep, hype train going right now. How are we doing on subs? We're down to we're 7 subs away from 1,100 sub points. We were at like over 1,200 like a few days back, but you know, obviously things have sort of calmed down since my record. Lozzy with the 5, fucking legend. Thank you for hyping up this fucking hype train. If you're watching on YouTube and you have a Prime, Amazon Prime subscription, click the link to my Twitch stream down in the description and hit me with the free Prime sub. We're only 2 away from 1,100, so cheers. I will kiss you if you do that. I'll just be very happy if you do that. I don't have any special sub goals right now or anything, but I will be I'll be a happy camper. Be very thankful. Cheers. I've been grinding hard lately, man, since record, so if any of you guys have been lurking for some or all of that time, you know what to do. What's up, Raz, dude? Thank you for the good luck. Dude, I gotta my hand has some honey on it. 1 sec. Yo, Pep with 1 good. 1 sub away. 1 sub away. Pep with the gift, and Colonel Flanders with the prime, getting us back over 1,100 sub points on Twitch, guys. Thank you for keeping me laced up. A light coffee or tea chug in the chat for everyone who's hanging out and chilling. Cheers to you guys for keeping it comfy on the Nestor attempts and the any percent vibes. Now let's get Nestor skip, goddammit. What's up, handsome? Welcome, welcome. What grocery store did I get the non-specific honey? Kroger.
Okay, rolling.
It was like the cheapest bottle they had. Maybe? No, early fall. I already know. Over here pausing and shit. Like that's gonna do anything. You got a big ass. How many ounces is it? Is it like comically large? What cup am I drinking out of? I'm drinking out of an old thermos that used to belong to my dad. It has like the Los Angeles Lakers like logo falling apart on it.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 world.
Yeah. Cheers. Hello? If this works, I swear. Bro, this is gonna work now. Okay, thank God. It's a 5-pound bottle of honey. So that's what, 5 times 16? What is that? That's like 80 ounces.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
That's a lot of ounces. Yeah, we go through a lot of honey as well. We've never actually, I've never shopped at, there's like a Costco like a few miles down from where I live. I could potentially try checking it out. I've also never been to Aldi either. I haven't really checked out like all of like the optimal supermarket situations. I just go to a Kroger because it's close by, you know. It's like, it's close enough to a good deal.
For a dragon
Yeah, I know all the Aldi gang is real.
Have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
Oh, this might work. Come on. Nice. Let's get it. Alright, so playing on the old controller here. See how it vibes. Yeah, I think it's like I like Kroger because it's like, first of all, it's the closest grocery store to me, and second of all, like, I know exactly where everything is, you know? That's like a fucking... You guys know what I'm talking about? Where you, like, know... At your whatever grocery store you go to, you know exactly where every fucking item is. It's like, oh, you need, like, chili garlic oil? Like, oh, it's in this aisle. You need fucking tomato sauce? It's in that aisle. You need soda, beer, ice cream, whatever the fuck. Veggies, meat, bread. Like, you know exactly... Like, down to the... You have it, like, down to a science, you know? So it's hard for me to like break free of that because it's like I'm so like locked into my Kroger trips, you know? I hate being confused in a grocery store. Like being like, wait, is it this aisle or this aisle? And they're like walking all the way down both of them. I fucking hate doing that. Fuck. Back to Nestor. Flaming in a whirlwind does nothing. It's just fun. You should be cleaning your room. I mean, hey, go for it.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Oh, man, that tea's like the perfect temperature now. The honey is like perfectly dissolved. Love it. Yeah, when you know where everything is in a grocery store, it's like you have the route. Like as you're walking into the grocery store, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go around the store this way today and like hit everything as I go by, like. And then you're like in and out of there like in like 15 minutes. Like it's a fucking vibe.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
I got it down to the molecule where the bush light. Dude, I've stopped buying beer from the grocery store. I'm just over the fucking IPAs I've been buying, and like since taking that little sobriety break last week. You know, like yesterday I had like one like leftover Coors Light, and then I like tried to crack and open like one of my IPAs, and like I took like 2 sips. I was like, dude, I'm over this. Like, fuck this. You know? Like, I'm just gonna stop like buying big things of beer for a while. And like if I really want a beer, like after a couple days of not drinking, then I'll go to the store and buy a tall can, you know, if it's really like I really want one. But honestly, like not having access to it like immediately in my fridge, I feel like is gonna help me like stay more sober. Which is something I'm like trying to do, but like not. I'm like kind of like half, my toes are like half in, half out of the sobriety pool, you know? What, all the habaneros are on the far right of the store, Master Gabe, of Kroger. All the peppers are in the vegetable department. And that goes for any grocery store.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Hard liquor is better. Hard liquor is if you're trying to like optimize like alcohol, like if you're trying to be like, okay, like I want to have a drink every night, but I want to spend as little money as possible, so I'll just make like a light mixed beverage every night. But no, I mean, I don't like doing that. I don't like hard liquor. It's just the simple truth of it. Unless it's like a very special occasion and I'm like turning up. I like making homemade margaritas, but again, for me, it's like, it's such a, like a slippery thing where it's like, okay, well, I'm going to make a margarita tonight. And then the next night it's like, all right, let's make more margaritas. I mean, we have the whole fucking shit for it. Like, you know, so it's just hard to regulate yourself when you have all the materials right there ready to go. And, you know, you just get in a habit of just having drinks, you know.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
Even if you're not going super overboard with it, it's just like, I'm trying to cut back even beyond that. I think at this point, I've like found a way to be a moderate drinker, but like, I'm trying to cut back even more than that to be like even more moderate, but not completely sober. Which maybe I'm just playing games with myself at that point, but hey, it's better to try than not, the way I see it.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, right. Dude, it happens, man. Like when you have one beer, it's like, okay, I'll just have one beer, and then that turns into two, and then that turns into three, and you know, a lot of people struggle to control that. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't also struggle to control the quantity as well. Like if I have like 20 beers in my fridge, like it's like, why not grab another? Like, first one was good, let's try it, let's have another, you know. I've already ate, I feel good, I don't got anything else to do tonight, like fuck it, you know. So it's just really slippery, you know. You tell yourself one thing and you do another, you know. It doesn't make you evil, it doesn't mean you should be ashamed of yourself, it's just like human nature, I suppose. Tequila Contral and limes, dude. That's some fancy ass margarita. I'm glad I tried Contral for the first time. Cointreau. That shit was good. That shit was fancy. It's like orangey. I mean, I know it's like an orange. It's like, it tastes like an orange vanilla liqueur. Which is very different from like triple sec, which just kind of like vaguely tastes like orange, but mostly just like liquor, you know? Liquor additive. Contral is like its own thing. Yeah, I could see Contral being like good in like desserts and stuff. Cointreau. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it's Cointreau. I don't know. Drop trow. Cointreau. That's it. That's what they say. Cointreau. Chic Cointreau Titanium. You guys remember those commercials? Yeah, triple sec is just the shit you add to margaritas so that way you're not using only tequila. So that way you conserve tequila. That's basically what it is, right? It's not like you're really tasting it like that well. Especially if you're doing blended. Marg is in a mark without Cointreau. It's good. Oh yeah, painkillers are good. I'm like a fucking frozen blended cocktail kind of guy. And the thing is, it's hard to find good ones of those that aren't just like, you know, out in the wild, that aren't just like super filled to the brim with sugar or just like some super cheap alcohol, like in a slushy machine behind the counter, you know? You know, I'm totally a sucker for like a $5 frozen margarita or whatever. But man, those things will give you a terrible hangover. So yeah, frozen mixed drinks are definitely a gamble, depending on what you have to go to the right place and get like the right thing. But man, a good like frozen like painkiller or frozen. In Missouri, they have these things. They have a pain in the ass, which is a rum runner and pina colada mixed together. Man, you get a good pain in the ass. Oof, that's like it's like better than a slushie, man. Like the ultimate drink combo for me is like a beer and like a nice like frozen slushy alcohol beverage. That's like my ultimate. If I'm gonna like get fucked up with like, you know, whatever like alcohol, that's like the combo for me. The ideal way to like, if I'm drinking a lot, is to triple fist. You gotta have a bitter alcoholic beverage. You have to have a sweet alcoholic or sweet or sour alcoholic beverage, and you have to have a shit ton of ice water. You need to have 3 drinks always at your disposal. Those 3. Yeah, and a snack too, I guess. Yeah, get some fucking pretzels in there, fuck it. No, if I had to pick like a random ass like drinking snack, I would pick charcuterie. Charcuterie. That's got like, you get with all the nice crackers and meats and olives and pickles, like it's everything you need. Of course, I'm definitely not enough of a middle-aged MILF from the suburbs to make my own charcuterie boards, so. Barely. Really? I think it was just a green, maybe. What's a lacto pickle? I don't know what that is. Missing a few blues here. Not my finest gem count. Nice. Yeah, dude, Michael made burgers himself tonight. He's becoming more of a chef slowly. Give him some credit. Oop. Fuck that up. Lacto-fermented cucumbers and salt. Sounds good. My sister's boyfriend, my sister's dog's boyfriend, would make his own fermented pickles, and he could just, I don't know what it was, but he could never get them to be crunchy. They smelled awful, which I guess is like the thing with fermented pickles, so it's like, okay, like whatever. But it's just, it's so hard to like get the right crunch with homemade pickles, it seems. I went the wrong way. Dude, I'm like fucking up this run right now. Dude, it looks like there's like a fake gold here, maybe. Best drunk food? I don't know, I have to think about that. A late night drunken American breakfast goes really hard. Like Waffle House, just get a bunch of like fucking hash browns and eggs and bacon and stuff. Some hot sauce on there. Cheap Chinese food. I do have some Panda Express coupons that I could use. Loaded fries sounds good. Yeah, like poutine or whatever. Almost died there. Yeah, dry, sugary cereal. I actually fuck with that, Peggy. I actually totally respect that. Like, just eating sugary cereal without the milk. Just as like a little snack. Right out the bag. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good for that. I used to mix Frosted Flakes into like homemade trail mix. Like with like almonds and wasabi peas and stuff. That was pretty good too. I mean, I gotta say it, like, when you're already, like, drunk off your ass, like, it's hard to beat Taco Bell. I'm just saying, like... I'm just saying. The fucking mild sauce and the fucking bullshit. Like, damn. Oops. Oop. No, dude. Come on. What am I looking at? Such an ass run. It's funny because it's like it's different. It's like a different thing. Like if you're already drunk, what the best food is, versus if you're drinking. Like Like, if you're gonna have, like, food with beer or with drinks, you know? That's, like, two different things, I feel like. Because my favorite food to have with beer is sushi. Sushi or, like, K-barbecue. But when I'm already drunk, like, then it's just, like, some fried, cheap, fast food type dealio. Is, like, the preference. Or some breakfast, late night Waffle House or whatever. Yo, Wombat, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Hope you had a nice stream. Almost got hit there. Also way off cycle here. I might not make this. Thank you, Wombat. Have a good day, man. I'm going for it. Come on. Wrong way, dude. What? I'm a fucking idiot. I like was trying to go to the left there. See if this still works out. I'll take that. No way, bro. Can I stop bonking on these fucking poles? I'm actually an asshole. Like, what the fuck are these mistakes? God damn it, dude. Fuck. I'm so ass. And I know motherfuckers are gonna look at this and be like, oh, bike cave's so hard. Bro, it's some serious user error today on the bike caves. I should have that. That's ridiculous. Get me out of here. Get me out of this hellscape. Another run where we're like plus 30 exiting that level. Disgusting. See you later, Parallel. Thanks for hanging out. Well, I call it Bike Caves. It's named after a Skype emote back when the trick was found. Last weekend I'm drinking before you try for extended break. Nice. Good luck to you. Last weekend? It's like, what is it, like Tuesday right now? I mean, last weekend. Is it like Wednesday or something today? It ain't the weekend, buddy. Oh, shit. I mean, it's basically the weekend. When you're a live streamer, every day's the weekend. I love missing boxes there. It's my favorite pastime. Your weekend starts out funerals tomorrow. Ah, well, that makes sense. Yeah, have a good time at the funeral. Don't be too messy. Just have some fun. And then, yeah, break. I loved taking a 1 week tea break from alcohol. It was nice. Sobriety break. I mean, maybe you loved it, it's a strong way to put it, but I was proud of myself for doing it. Missed a bunch of gems, lost time. Ryan, thank you for the congrats. Appreciate it. Dude, this run is so ass. Today is just not my day, run-wise. That's alright. I will say though, I'm getting more consistent with all the Peacekeepers tricks. 3 out of 3 Peacekeepers twice today. That's not bad. It's just like yesterday, except everything after is just worse today. Gabe, I appreciate it, but please rein in the glaze a little bit. It genuinely makes me uncomfortable when people glaze me like that. I'm not like, you know, please. And thank you though, I do appreciate it. Like I'm not anything special. I'm just a fucking dude, you know, like let's not mince words about it. There are no idols in this world, only fellow humans that are imperfect and struggle just like you. Yeah, you good, bro. Thanks again. What's up, Lazy? Welcome, welcome. Dude, I'm the most humble. I'm actually more humble than any person ever. You might even say I'm a god of humility. No human can ever be can do it like me, actually. I'm the best at being humble. What's up, Aqua? Welcome. Aquasqua. No. Not today. Play it safely. Aside from world record, what's my favorite Spyro moment? Like in my speedrunning career, you mean? Oh shit. I have to think about that. Give me a moment. I mean, I guess this is like tied with world. I mean, it's like it doesn't quite answer your question perfectly because it has to do with getting world record. But probably when like Ricky made a video about me and like tons of people watched it and everyone was like congratulating me and I got Twitch partner all at the same time. That was probably like one of my happiest moments as a streamer. You know, beyond like the run itself, like that was just a really like watershed moment of growth for me as a creator. A lot of Morrowind and beers were had. Pompon, I want you to know I'm just ignoring all of your messages at this point instead of banning you for today because you're that drunk. Just so you know. But it's cool, man. You live your life, man. You're good. Yeah, Morrowind hours were great, man. Morrowind was the shit. Love that game. One of these days, I'm telling you guys, one of these days I'm gonna learn Oblivion 100%. Saving some time there, I'll take it. The record for Elder Scrolls 4 100% was just beaten recently with a time of, I believe, 16 hours, if I'm not mistaken. And the run still has a long way to go. I think it could probably come down to like 12 with like really optimal routing and glitch abuse and stuff. Please make this. Yeah, we did. Is that true, Michael? Can someone fact check what Michael just said? Can we get some real American patriots in the chat to fact check that? I feel like bro's just kidding around. Where is it? Did I oh, you know what it was? I got key glitch. I reset, on Stone Knot, I think, right? Didn't I? At some point? This run's dead. Wow. Didn't I? Or, yeah, I think I did at one point. So every run since, like, that, since my first attempt today, has been fucked from the start. Because it triggers a glitch, with the key where it doesn't open the chest. I'm still gonna finish this, I don't care. Even though I'm like horribly under gem now. But yeah, I should have known that. If you reset anywhere at that point in the level, after the key chest, even in going back to the main menu and starting a new file, there's a flag that gets set that doesn't allow you to open the chest, basically. You have to hard reset the console if you do that, if you reset there.
I'm a little late to the stream, but I just wanted to come on here and wish you GL Deo. I hope y'all are having a good day / evening. Smiling face with hearts emoji.
I absolutely am having a great evening, Julie, and even more so now that you're here. With that generosity, I love you, Julie. You're the best. I'm a little sick, I'll admit. I have some allergies going off right now, but hopefully they'll calm down a bit. I'm gonna grab like all these extra gems here. No blue? Dude, I'm like still bleeding gems. That's fucking so dumb. I'm gonna grab all these. How we doing on gems here? Let's see, we want to be at 5,100, I think. We're like 20 down, just less than that. Grab these. I'm going for it. For the fans. Sometimes you just gotta YOLO it, you know? On a run like this. Yeah, those definitely are some of the goofiest enemies in the game. Yeah, you can proxy off the fool. You can see what I was going. It's not technically a proxy. It's just a flop. It's a bounce. A proxy is when you get fully like stuck inside of an enemy's hitbox, which doesn't happen there. You just use his momentum from his movement to flop you. A proxy would be nice there. Probably would make things more consistent, but unfortunately not possible. Yeah, I'm just being pedantic. Yeah, basically I bounce off that fucking guy and smoke weed. Yeah, pretty much. Down a few gems still, but whatever. Ah, yeah, 5605. We need 10 more. 10 more germs. 4. I'm gonna grab these. That's 8. Probably could have grabbed the other greens, actually. That probably would have been smarter. But whatever. That's 10. So good luck, Muttern and Fatal. Yeah, pretty, you know, to those of you guys just joining me right now, you know, this run's pretty ass. But I have been getting more consistent with my Peacekeepers lately, which was kind of my struggle last week. So we are getting more good runs into the mid game. I just have been getting fucked on bike caves today for whatever reason. But that's alright. That's life. For being my first run finished today, I mean, hey, whatever, I'll take it. Morbid Apple, thank you for converting your sub, man. That means a lot to me. Let's get first try rat here. Very nice, very nice. At least the rats were nice today. I'll take it. I built up enough good karma with the rats on these runs. This will be good, because now I can see how much time I have to save on these splits with Rat Proxy. This might even still be a 37. I mean, we'll see. Probably not. No, it won't be. Just kidding. No. Don't you dare, nasty. Tried to flame him too early. I wonder if I could like do like a flame turnaround dealio on the other side of him. I have to look at that. GG, yeah, almost a 37. Saving, what is that? 54 minus 18? That's saving 36?
Sorry it took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
36 seconds? Is my math right?
Nasty Nork is toast.
Yeah.
So now
That's how much time I have to save on Rat Proxy on these splits.
Well, mostly. I still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
GG's, guys. GG's. I mean, today was a pretty fucked up grind. But it was promising, though. I will say that. Like, my runs were promising today in that I got 3 out of 3 Peacekeepers twice. My nesters are getting a little better this week. Yeah, I mean, like, things are looking good. And I'm, like, a little sick, a little under the weather, a little bit of allergies. Got my hot water and honey here. So, you know, all things considered, I'm, like, not mad about it, you know. This run sucked, but hey, what are you gonna do? If you fail bike caves on every run and fucking reset in treetops, causing yourself key glitch for the rest of the day without realizing it, I mean, all those things considered, I think I'm doing good.
I've just found about you recently and you definitely earned yourself a new follower.
Thank you.
Running with our trap dragon, smiley face emoji.
Appreciate that, my fellow Deo. I don't meet many other Deos on the internet, so it's a pleasure to see you, man. I don't know if that username's meant to be like a meme of my username, but feel free to give me the backstory there. If not, Deo Rion. Deo Reen. Yeah, no, Deo meets Deo. Thanks for the 5 pounds, man. Oh. It's wax. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I could do another run, but, you know, whatever. It's a reference to your real name for sure. I believe it. That's dope. My fellow Deo. Alright, I'm gonna raid somebody. GG's. We'll be back at it tomorrow. For more grind, hopefully more good peacekeepers and nesters. And actually getting bike caves. So I'll be sure to practice bike caves, and I'll practice Magic Crafter stuff tomorrow more, because that's where I struggled today. Bike caves and Wizard Peak supercharge, just the supercharges that I need to look at. Let's see who's online here. Chloe. Chloe doing some Vortex. I'll raid Chloe, I guess. Fuck it. Yeah, once again, good shit, everybody. Good rats. Good vibes all around. Runs were ass, but the vibes were high, so let's keep this fucking shit going till tomorrow. Through tomorrow and for the rest of this week. Today was day 3, I think, of coming back to... of my second week of any percent. So we'll see how day number 4 goes. Try to get at least 2 more days, I think, of grinding out before I take another break. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow and have a beautiful evening. Thanks everyone for subbing and getting me back over 1,100, which it's fallen back under that again, but whatever. Thanks for the momentary elation there. I do thank you guys. So have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.